welcome to our final video of this 6 weeks henna series. And so for our final video, we will be doing a painting video, and it will be with the designs of a more difficult floral henna design. So we're going to be making this cute painting, and as you can see, I chose to go from a red to orange, gold, yellow kind of gradient for my painting. As always, you don't have to follow the same colors that I did, so you're welcome to make it a different gradient or just one solid color. I feel like blues into greens would also look very pretty, or green and yellow, so be creative. But yeah, so go ahead and get your paints, your paintbrushes, some water to clean your paintbrushes off on, and a canvas or piece of paper, and we're going to get started. And as always, this will be one of the paintings up for a raffle at the library, so you guys should be getting information on how to sign up for that raffle, and so that will be exciting. Alright, I'm excited for this video. I hope you guys are too, and this video will be the end of our 6-week henna series, but don't worry, because I will be coming back for another 6 weeks doing a more geometrical henna series. So I'm really excited for that, and I hope you guys are too. Okay guys, so I'm using the same type of paint as I have the last 2 videos. It's just the same Walmart acrylic paint. And like I said, I'm doing a red, yellow, orange, brown gradient. So I'm just gonna get some of those paint colors out onto my plate. And so as always, you're free to change up the colors however you'd like. Blues and greens would look really good. You could even do like purples and pinks, or just do like black and white and gray. That would look really pretty too. So whatever you guys are feeling, go ahead and get it out on your plate and grab your brushes, and we're going to get started. Once you have all your colors out, I'm going to be using a smaller brush. It has a very pointed tip on it, but you're welcome to use any brush you want depending on what size you want your paint marks to be. I'm going to be starting my inside with a dark brown, and we're going to start by making a flower. So go ahead and go onto the edge of your canvas, pick a color that you want to start with for your gradient, and draw a simple petaled flower. Okay, so I made that flower in like a dark brown color, and now I want to start on my gradient. So I'm going to mix that brown with red. So I want more red, less brown. I'm going to mix it, and I'm going to do a border along my flower and build out. This will really help me transition from a brown to red in my gradient. And after you've drawn a border around your flower, I'm just going back and adding leaves in the middle, like the petals that we've been practicing. And as I do this, I'm adding a little bit of red into my brown-red mixture with the addition of each shape until finally I'm just going to use the pure red color. So we're going to do 2 layers of the petals. As you can see that they're getting bigger as we come out. So that's really the goal of this, is that you want to get bigger in your design as you radiate outwards on your canvas. And I'm just going back through and I'm filling up the petals with solid colors just to add a little bit of color to my painting. And so now, as you can see, that my second layer of petals was a pure red, and I'm going into a reddish orange color. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking my red and brown and I'm putting more orange into it. And it's going to be the same thing where you just keep adding more orange until you get to a pure orange color. And we're just making bigger petals around our other petals all the way around the flower. Once we have those big petals all the way around our flower, I'm adding more orange with every layer, like I said before, because I really want this gradient to happen slowly and not just look like choppy colors. I'm going to fill in my petals. I'm dividing each petal or leaf in half, and one half will have sort of squiggle leaf patterns that are horizontal, and the other half will have vertical patterns. As always, you're not restricted to making the designs that I'm making. Feel free to fill your leaves and your patterns in with whatever you want. Okay guys, so now that we have our red petals made, we're going to transition completely into the orange color. So what we're going to be doing now is making semicircles going from each leaf point to the next leaf point in orange. And so go ahead and go all the way around the flower. And then we're going to be making a floral pattern inside the semicircle. So you're going to start by making a curved line, kind of like a swirl, and then drawing flower petals or pieces on top. I'm just drawing 3. And then you're going to draw a couple of those coming off of the stem, and just go ahead and do that in every one of those semicircles. And mine are all entirely in orange because that is the color that is next in my gradient. So now that we've done the orange circles with the lotus flowers inside, I want to change to a gold. But before I do that, I'm going to do the intermediary color where I mix my orange and gold together. I'm just going to be making these petal shapes that are a lot bigger than anything I've done up to now, all the way around in a semicircle fashion. And so once you get all the way around, what I want you to do after that is I want to fill in those petals or leaves, whatever you want to call them. And I'm going to fill them in with sort of a scale pattern, which is just drawing a rainbow or semicircles on top of each other in different directions. And so again, you don't have to fill it in with the same design that I am. This is just one idea. And when I'm doing this, I'm starting with a gold color at the tip of the leaf and transitioning to a orange color at the bottom, so that even within the leaf itself, there is sort of a gradient going on towards that gold that I want the next layer to really be. Now that we have all of our leaves filled, whether you chose to do the scale design or not, we're going to be filling in the spaces between the leaves with sort of larger flowers. So go ahead and we're going to start by drawing a circle, semicircle between two of the leaves and going around it and drawing petals, circular petals around that semicircle. And then I'm using this gold color because I've transitioned now into entirely gold. And then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna fill in the petals with just solid circles on the inside. Okay, so now that we have those done, I'm gonna be transitioning into a yellow color now. And so I want to start off by drawing the semicircles that we've made routinely around like our paisleys and things, and that we used here to go around our outline of our flowers. And then from there, I'm going to be drawing a pattern of flowers and leaves. Just sort of randomly, I'm going to have the flowers coming off the tips of my orange petals and then leaves around that. So go ahead and choose whatever color is next in your gradient. And feel free to change the floral design, but I'm going to be doing the simple round petal flowers that have been very common throughout this entire painting. Alright, so now that that's done, I'm actually out of colors, so I'm going to transition back into a brown color. So I'm going to mix the yellow and brown and draw an outline around the pattern I just drew, and then switch to a brown color and draw swirls. So go ahead and watch the video. I know I'm talking a little bit fast, but I just want to give you guys an informational kind of overlook to know what's coming up ahead, and then follow the video for like the specific patterns to follow. But I will be changing into brown, and from that brown I'll be following the same gradient I did before. So we'll go into red and then orange. Alright guys, so we're just finishing up here, and like I said, I'm gonna be transitioning from brown to red to orange, and we're kind of running out of room, so what I'm really going to be doing from now on is sort of just drawing borders around the patterns that I've made and transitioning into colors, and just repeating some of these designs that we've been using throughout the entire painting to bring everything together. So as always, feel free to add your own spin to it. You are not limited to the designs that I make. I really do want to see what you guys come up with and the creative talents that you use to change these paintings and make them your own. But that does bring us to the end of this video and to the end of the first 6 weeks henna series. I had so much fun doing this for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed it just as much. And I hope you learned something, or at least got to try something new out of it. So come back in the fall and join me for another 6-week series. It's going to be super fun. Very similar structure to this series, except we might change up a few designs. We're going to be focusing on more geometrical designs and trying to maybe get you guys some different painting styles and different ideas for art projects. But thank you so much for following me these 6 weeks, and thank you so much for being so attentive. I hope you guys had fun.